Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry that abrupted. That stop. The last show was very abrupt. We're just talking about
Roland Rat,
Richie Sunak, ladies and gentlemen, and how he was deprived as a child.
poor sod.
Poor sod. I couldn't believe it. You know, no Sky TV.
The blokes give it. Have you seen the interview?
No.
The bloke give it something like, "Look, as you are richer than the king, right?
Yeah.
What did you go without as a? Did you go without anything as a kid?" He went, "Yeah, I went out without lots of stuff."
Yeah.
Yeah, but you wouldn't get
like
so-
what?
Oh no!
He went like, and the bloke like what? What did you go about? He went, well, just stuff like what, the everyday things. I went to private school and all this shit.
Yeah, he's fucked up straight
and
away, isn't
he banged on about his parents coming over here as immigrants and not having nothing. And if they come over with nothing and they've worked well, fucking good luck to them.
Yeah.
But at least have the balls to say, look, listen, I've not gone without anything, right? I had a fucking great upbringing. I didn't want for fuck all, but I can empathise with everyone that's going through this shit now.
I'd be saying I've benefited from the best things. I've had the privilege. I'm benefited from it, and that's how I can benefit you. That's what I'd be saying.
But what?
But he didn't. He just went, didn't he? He just went, well, I went without Sky Telly. We weren't allowed to have Sky Telly.
He couldn't. Listen, he was put in a corner. He was. I saw it, right?
He's an arsehole.
And he was put in a corner, and the interviewer asked him 4, maybe 5 times. No. What did you go without? And he's every answer was, well, just the normal things.
That was Dad D-Day, wasn't it? When he fucked off early.
That's what I was about to say about that.
Come and do that interview.
That was
So.
Yeah,
bad. Yeah,
right. So 3-4 times he's asked him, what the hell, did you go out without? And he really couldn't. He was trying to. I could see him trying to think, because if you're a person growing up poor and you went without stuff, you're going to be like, I went out. I went without meat. Only once a week once a month we might have meat. I went out with I had holes in my trainers, in my clothes. Straight away. I mean, like those times that my mum and dad might go hungry just so we can eat. So there's I mean, I could carry on because that's the kind of not that severe, but when you come from a poor background, you know what you went without. It's ingrained in your mind. Do you know what I'm saying?
Thing is, it's not even about being poor, right? It's about just being normal. He hasn't had a normal life, that fella, has he? He's never had to think, shit, where's the money going to come to pay the rent? How are we going to put food on the table?
What's that duck?
Scrooge.
Donald Duck.
Scrooge McDuck.
Is that the one where he jumps in and he swims in gold coins?
Yeah,
Scrooge that's what Richard Sunak does. That's what he went without seeing his gold collection once a week. Just not seeing it.
Well, I lost interest when he said private school. I knew then. If I was the interviewer, sorry, I'd be like, as soon as he said, "Oh yeah, we're private school," I'd be like, walk off.
No, it's bollocks, man.
It's
bollocks,
just
so
none of them have a clue. All them people in that line of work, if you call it work, have never had.
See, there are
been privileged all their life.
Not all of them. Not all there are some MPs who are like the independents that stand. Right, that not grow. They haven't had that silver spoon. You know,
if you've been like a working man or woman, you've had it hard and you've worked your way up and you've gone into politics.
Yeah,
and you can see you've had to live the life where can't put the heating on, especially now, like where it's hot, where it's cold and you ain't got no choice. You've got to put the heating on, otherwise you're going to fucking freeze. You're an little old lady or something, an old man, that choose between food or heat. It's wrong, isn't it? Yeah. It's wrong.
How could this is one of the richest societies? I think 4th, 5th richest country in the world. Yeah, 4th or 5th richest. Yeah. We still have child poverty,
mate. You've got people. You've got people going down the food bank, George, right? Who've got lovely houses, right? They've got good jobs, but they're so fucked with the way that the price of everything, the cost of living, is they can't afford to feed themselves.
Yeah,
they've got to put everything they earn's got to go into paying all their fucking bills before they can even eat.
And it's a shame, man. It's a shame. That I thought that was like back in the 1930s, the Great Depression and shit like that.
We're in a fucking depression,
and
it's
this
like a modern
dude,
one, isn't it?
We are, aren't we?
This dude is just. They don't live on the same planet. They live in their planet. So when they come out and they make their assessment of society, they can work.
Yeah. Oh, it's not so bad.
Yeah. It could be worse. Look at the Second World War. And you're like, hold on a fucking minute, mate. You're up there in your ivory tower eating your steaks and whatever have you with your missus who's like a part of the BP organisation getting backhanders worth millions.
Hundreds of millions.
And yourself, because it's a wealth. So hold on a second. If he's saying that his parents came here, okay, so he didn't lie. His parents came here as immigrants, but they must have been minted. Because his parents are wealthy.
Yeah, but no, not necessarily, right?
No, they must have made
You've just
money.
got off the boat, right? Yeah, and you come over
with
here
a load of money from I brought from.
Well, let's
home.
say you haven't, right? Let's say you've got in there and you've got yourself a kebab shop. Yeah, everybody's different, isn't it? Right? So you get yourself a little kebab shop going, then you get another one. Before you know it, you're the kebab king of fucking London, right? And you've made a few quid, and you've got a little kid. By the time that little fucker's going to college, you're a millionaire. That's how he's been. It could have happened like that. I don't know his background.
Mate,
I don't know.
I'll tell you his background. Hold on a second, right? You're gonna like this. He was saying, "Oh, I used to love it. We used to play what was it? Stocks and shares when we was younger.
Stocks and shares.
Yeah.
I see that interview with him when he was at college. So when he was at college,
Yeah.
he went, "I know, and all sorts of people, common people. Well, not common people, but
Yeah.
like that." And I thought,
yeah, he knows nothing, mate. He knows nothing. And for a start, he would have had to gone to public school. Like what we
Private,
were.
yeah, public school,
What was
yeah.
it?
Bullied.
Comprehensive,
School, a state school.
Yeah.
where they teach you to be a worker,
Yeah.
and do what they want you to do.
This is why with the Labour government, not the new one, new Labour-ish government, I'm talking about your Neil Kinnocks, miners type people that worked proper, got hand dirty, you know what I'm saying? Those kind of, I respect them, because they know how the real person lives. I mean, shit, this has gone into politics. I don't even want to go into politics, but you can't help it. Life is political. Yeah. Simple as that. When you see a knobhead like that on TV saying, my greatest deprivation of when I was young was not having satellite. Bruv, we were lucky if we had a video recorder. Do you know what I'm saying? And this guy we didn't have satellite.
Oh, what's it, salad?
No, satellite.
We didn't get salad on.
I mean, come on, man. So, yeah, you're a fake Sunak. You know nothing about the common people. And
mind you, since that geezer, whoever it was, put that fella from In-Betweeners on. He just whenever I hear that dickhead speak, I just think of In-Betweeners now.
Mate,
that and Roland Rat.
The posh bum with the glasses.
Yeah.
Will.
That was fun.
Yeah, Will.
I don't think this guy here should not be running the country. I don't think anybody should be running the country if they don't have the connection to the people that has put them in that power. But
Well, he was never elected, was he?
no,
I didn't vote for him.
no,
You vote for him?
no. Nor was Theresa May. No one elected these people.
She is. Theresa May was one. What was the other
the
one?
House of Lords? That's even worse. Have you seen? There's two parliaments. I learned about this and I was in
I
shock.
thought it was just one.
No, there's two parliaments, right?
He has a common, haven't you?
Yeah, the House of Commons, right? But then you've also got the House of Lords. None of them are elected. Yeah, they all paid over 100k. They all paid loads of money, and they're completely unelected. They do whatever they want. They make up all the rules. There's two parliaments. Trust me. Look into it, because I can't do it justice. When I found out about this, it wasn't even long ago. I found out maybe less than a year ago. I was in shock. And then there's this interview with one of them, and he was like, "Well, look, if any of them come and tell us, that they don't want it anymore, then we'll stop doing it." Like, what?
Mad, isn't it?
Honestly, look into it. There's two parliaments. There's two. One is
The main dogs.
the fake one, and one who we were voting for,
Yeah.
and then the other one is and if you look at the rooms as well, look how much nicer their room is. You know that room where they all fucking
it's
slag
the
each other off in,
I'm sure it's
and
the
it's
sa-
all got the green seats and all that. You
Yeah.
look at their one, the House of Lords, that one's well posh.
No, it's the
and you
sa-
think, right, that's where the business is done, but that's all closed doors, and none of them elected. They're all just landowners and fucking the king's mates or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's like someone representing farmers, for instance. He'll come in there and put a case. Look, the farmers need some money. There was no water this year. It didn't grow. The crops ain't happening. And these farm are feeding the fucking people of this country, or exporting it, or whatever they're doing. But it is to feed people. It's fucking food, But yeah, no, you do have the main parliament thing, which is in the same House of Lords. And then you got the back MPs, you know what I'm saying? That they come in and put their 2 pence worth in, and then that gets taken to the Prime Minister. He doesn't have to be here. He's like, it's like the first lot, they're too good to mix with them lot.
Yeah, that is it.
Yeah.
And
if you've got a question,
we're all shown the first lot, and we're all like slagging them off, like, oh, they're all rich, they don't know anything. But then there's another whole lot behind them that we don't even see, that are even like, they're like the mega ones, you know, like, and you listen to the way they speak, you know, you think the ones that they show us are bad. These.
But it is a joke, though. When you hear them, ha ha ha, rah 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 rah, you know, someone slags off one, and then the other one comes back.
It's embarrassing.
It's when you see him at the back falling asleep.
They're funny.
One of them's a kid. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? He's like,
it's embarrassing. Yeah,
300-year-old geezer in the back
like
there.
Potential world war on hands, and they're all just like, I can't even keep my eyes open.
Man, sorry.
Put Ali G in there to sort it out.
They all need a slap. Proper slap.
West Side.
A proper slap. They all need a slap. So just a punch in the face, just so they can have a bit of reality. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, the only, you know something? If there was an apocalypse, right?
Oh, they'd be the first to go.
I mean, they have to be, but you need a government. You know what I mean? So there will probably be a different government, obviously made up from the people if they all got wiped out.
Well, governments used to be about excellence, so it'll go back to the excellence. It'll be the best of the best, because they'll be the only ones that people are willing to actually follow, because it will come down to survival. Like,
no, it won't. It'll be whoever's the fucking top on TikTok. You got some fucking.
No, he's talking about.
That's
you
what
were talking about after that. I thought you were talking about.
Once it all gets wiped out,
wiped
it'll be
out.
like, we'll have this geezer on here who promotes
Hey, we've
whatever.
got some messages, but why are they not coming
How
through?
are we
guys?
having the apocalypse and still got TikTok? What?
I'm just saying that's a bit. It's all hypothetical, right?
Oh, okay, right.
We seem to have messages come up on here. It's like top messages 5, and I can only see one message.
I was just
It's weird.
I was just googling quick. Who's the first Prime Minister? So I didn't realise how long it was going on for. They said someone in 1721. I was like, is it going back that far? Didn't know.
It'll be like Guy Fawkes and all that. He's old, isn't
I
he?
suppose so. Yeah.
Well, before that it was kings, isn't
We
it?
got blown up.
So the
Well,
king
he got
will,
hung,
and then
didn't
they separated the state.
Yeah.
Well, the king from the church.
I
And
wish they just had one person who just helped him out. Just did all that side of it. For a few people. Why has it got to be hundreds of them? There's so many people. I don't. Why has it got to be so
Well,
many MPs and stuff? Like, it just
The idea of it is, it all gets discussed, doesn't it? And it gets sorted out between everyone. If it was just us lot deciding what's going to happen, you can go, look, I really don't want to do that. Fuck it, let's do that. We'll do what we want to do. But then
but it's still like that.
it might not be the best for everyone. But then everyone gets involved, don't they?
Yeah,
everyone's got to put their 2 pence.
of course they have it. But then there should be one person, and the
Well,
king
this
or
is
queen that
the
makes
this is
decision.
the idea behind MPs, your constituents, isn't it? Like, you're supposed to put your views to that one person for your area. Is supposed to be your MP.
Yeah.
So that one person, but then obviously there's lots of areas, so that's why you end up with loads of them.
Why have we got so many people?
Because you've got
getting
people
involved?
representing everyone's
shouldn't.
interest.
They shouldn't,
Everyone's
just-
interest needs to be represented.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is there should be.
You're talking about a dictatorship, you commie. You commie bastard.
Yeah, like
Fucking worked though, didn't it?
No, it doesn't. It's worse corruption than. Well, I suppose. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Some parts work, some parts don't. But it all leads to bloody corruption.
you know what's that saying?
What?
Absolute
What? So
power.
it's not corrupt now.
Both ways. That's what I'm saying. Both ways.
it
It all
don't matter
leads.
what- yeah, it's
it all
fucked.
leads. It all leads to corruption.
Yeah, but they don't. Obviously, in America, they have the.
They need fight to the death. They need to fight to the death for
senators.
it. They got to want it. They got to want it so
Yeah,
much
but
they're
the
willing to risk their lives.
The senators of each state.
Yeah.
So, because like the president runs the country, but those guys they run their own laws.
Yeah, but does it? Yeah.
So it's like not like in England, murder is murder. So if you murdered someone, say you get 25 years, right? In America, it's different states that have that law. You may get double life.
No,
you
I-
might get
I know that, yeah.
Death penalty in one.
Yeah,
Not
so,
another.
No,
so
I'll get
that's
that,
why.
yeah.
I mean, with those abortion laws as well, there's a lot of states that have banned it and whatever have
But
you.
it'd be a bit
And there's people will have. Sorry, Tom.
No,
there's
sorry.
people that have to drive like 300-400 miles to get an abortion in another state
No, that's true.
because the one
Yeah.
next to them ain't doing it. It's
God, we
about
thought
3-4
we're
states
bad
down
over
the road. Mate, listen. Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry, we're coming to the end of this segment. We'll be right back. While we're doing that, why don't you smash that like button? Thank you very much. And I'm sorry what's happening here regarding the messages.